Hello Gemini, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your monthly tarot forecast for October. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. And also go check out the other videos that may pertain to your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that will give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on this month, okay? Let's get right into it and see what it is that Gemini needs to know for this coming month for October. And we start off with the Prince of Wands. So we are going to lay out the rest of our 10 cards here, and we are also going to do an 11th card. That is our bonus card. It is our confirmation card. We are not going to look at that until the very end. We're just going to leave it over, I guess, right here. And we're gonna flip that over at the end of the reading to see how it might tie everything together or give us that confirmation that we're looking for. Okay, so I think that the past issue for you might be involving this this fire sign in your life, someone that's the same age as you. A male energy I'm getting. I think that there is something going on with this person that is still kind of lingering in your life. Looking at some of these other cards, we see a couple more court cards, so there could be some other people involved. We see some discs or some pentacles, so I think maybe this could be a work-related situation, but I see that there's something involving this person here. And we're going to keep this in mind throughout the reading and see if we can get any other insights into this. I think there's some issue going on with this person. And I think it's still kind of a lingering issue. Maybe it is just someone that you had some conflict with at work or in your business, professional life. It could be someone with whom you had a relationship with, and that's just kind of experiencing a lot of friction right now. But I see that it's a situation that is still lingering. It's still an issue for you, and it's causing some emotional kind of turmoil, right? So we're going to keep an eye on that as far as like this issue that you still are working to get past. Now, for this coming month in October, I think really the concern or the issue for you is how you're going to manifest this abundance, right? This Three of Cups energy. How are you going to get to feeling good about everything and having the things that you want and really filling your cups to fullness, to abundance? They're overflowing with just joy and happiness and good stuff and pleasure and just joy and happiness, right? So we got to figure out how you're going to get to this point, because I think this is the issue for you this month, is that you really want to have more than enough. Like, you really want to embrace the fall season and the holidays coming up, and you really just want to make sure that you have a surplus and abundance, just like an overflow of resources, money and all that kind of stuff, but also just of happiness and joy. Like, you really want to experience a good time this fall season and into the holidays, right? I think that you don't want to be stuck in this. Whatever this situation was, you don't want it to kind of sour your future or to kind of just ruin the holidays or ruin like the fall season. Now the weather's starting to change, and it's a really magical time of year for me, at least. I think part of the obstacle in the past was, I think this was with a coworker probably. And I think that there was some arguments there. There was some kind of situation at work where maybe your behavior was being questioned, or your like productivity was being questioned, or just like your value in the company maybe, because we have that Five of Swords, and that is just really showing like this kind of intellectual battle, or this just like a professional kind of serious situation with this communication going back and forth that was really making you feel like you were being attacked, or you were feeling like people were questioning your behavior or the way that you're working or the quality of your work. And that's the feeling that I'm getting, at least with this Five of Swords. So I think that might be kind of what the issue was with this fiery person here. Now, they may not be a fire sign, or you may not know their sun sign, but they have this fiery kind of energy. Either they are definitely a fire sign, or they have those fiery qualities. There's fire somewhere in their astrological chart, I'm sure of it. Whether that's their sun sign or whether you know for a fact, I don't know, but they have that fiery personality. And so I think that is making this situation a lot worse and a lot more just painful and difficult to deal with because they're just so like abrasive, right? I feel like they're not a very good communicator. I don't think that they have a lot of tact or subtlety. I think they're just kind of abrasive, right? And just rough in their dealings and in their communications. So that's the situation I think that you want to get wrapped up. I think that you need to get past this situation to really start enjoying the holidays, enjoy the fall season, enjoy your future, enjoy everything that's coming up, all the celebrations and parties and just the warmth and the food and the abundance and just all of that joy and pleasure that we can experience in these coming months, you know. I think that is kind of where you are looking to. We have this moon card here, and this is representing like your conscious awareness, your conscious intentions and kind of goals right now are to really figure out what's going on with that situation and deal with it and move past it. I think that you are experiencing it like there is just a lot of lying and deception and like treachery and deceit at work where it's just like you almost think that people are against you. It's a little bit of a paranoid vibe that I'm getting, but I don't think it's unfounded. I think this person was really doing some nasty stuff and they were really maybe saying some things or questioning the quality of your work or maybe like arousing other people to question the quality of your work, right? And so I think that you're aware that it's really just a bunch of BS and it's all just like not true. It's in his imagination or whatever is going on. It's not true. It's not the actual case. And so you're really trying to figure out how to clear that perception from people's minds, right? Like you really want to be able to prove yourself and to make sure that people have kind of an accurate picture of you, right? That they see you how you actually are and they see your work the way it actually is and not being clouded by these kind of rumors or this like just this fantasy world that this person seems to be living in terms of your the quality of your work, all right? But I don't want to linger too much on this issue because I think you're dealing with this. I think you have the drive to get through this. And I say that as well because we have the Six of Wands here at the bottom. This is like your unconscious drive. This is what the unconscious part of you wants to achieve, and that is just victory over this situation. And this is pride and self-confidence and the confidence in the quality of your work too, right? So I think you know that you're a valuable employee, you know, partner, associate, whatever kind of business you're in. I think you know your worth, you know your value, and you're not going to let anybody come in and spin that kind of like web of fantasy about you and you know, kind of subtly get people to believe whatever kind of crap that they're spinning. So you have this drive to succeed and come out on top and work your will and be successful and get through this situation. So we're going to move on and focus more on this joy and abundance, this good time, this really wonderful, magical time that's ahead of you. And I think really the way through that, the things that you need to really focus on, I think, is communicating with your loved ones. Just associate with the people in your life that bring you joy and pleasure, and kind of put this work issue on the back burner, or at least don't bring it home with you. You know what I mean? So I think that this court card here, this is the Princess of Swords, and I think more than representing like another specific person in your life, I think this is just saying go and enjoy those people, either your friends or your family, that you just know you can have fun with, that are just pleasant to be around, that are just like, you know, they're fun to talk to, and they don't have that kind of heaviness and seriousness that you have to deal with at work. They're just like really lighthearted people, fun to be around, but also supportive and you know, some that you can talk to. But I don't think with this card it's indicating that you should like take all of these work concerns home and then just, you know, try to sort it out with these people. I think this is leave your work at work, go home, be with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and just have a good time. Be a little lighthearted and a little joyous, and just kind of relax. Deal with the work stuff at work, and you'll sort it out at work. And you don't really need to spend your personal time dealing with that. And I think that's kind of what we're getting with this Princess of Swords here. Furthermore, I think that you are still concerned with this this work situation, because again, we have this is another court card here, and this is another air card, and we've already seen some air cards here with the Five of Swords. Remember, that is just you feeling like you're being attacked, or that this person is like for some reason out to get you, or they're just saying this negative stuff about you. And so you're trying to move on from that and get to this just experience of joy and harmony and abundance and love in your life. And I think part of you is just really having a difficult time letting this go, or not bringing it home with you, because you're someone that really is a truthful person. You don't misrepresent yourself. You tell it like it is. You have, very strong opinions. You're very good at communicating. And I think you've got a really good head on your shoulders. And I think it really does bother you that people are saying things about you that are untrue. Or at least in this work situation, this one person, this fire sign that we're talking about, they're saying things about you that are untrue, or they are misrepresenting the quality of your work or the facts of the situation. And I think you're really a stickler for that. I think you like accuracy in the details, in the facts, in the communication, and in the words that you use, like when you communicate or write emails or whatever. You're very precise. And so this situation really bothers you, not so much because you feel attacked, but because this person is just misrepresenting the facts. They're just saying things that aren't quite true. And I think that's what bothers you really more than just feeling personally attacked, right? It's just their lack of understanding, or their lack of skill in really being accurate and precise with what they're saying, right? And it may be intentional. I don't know. I'm not reading for this other person, but I see that they are in your life and they are affecting your life and the quality of your life right now. All right. I see in terms of your relationships in general, though, it's very, very productive, very lucrative relationships. Like this work situation that you have, I think you're a valued employee. I think you have very good relationships there, except for this, maybe this is just one bad apple, right? This fire person that we're talking about. Because I think you have a really good relationship with your work people, with the company, with your boss, your supervisor, or with your employees or associates, or whatever the case is. I think you have a very good relationship. I think you're a valued person, you're a valued associate or employee, partner, or whatever. And I think that, the people that matter know your worth. They know how valuable you are. So this bad apple here is not really going to be able to affect things. They're not going to be able to change people's perception of you. At least the people who matter are still going to see that you are of tremendous value. The Nine of Discs here is kind of telling me that. I think, your concern or your fear, your worry here is that, this is going to ruin this successful job or career or business that you have. And this bad apple, you don't want it to literally like spoil the entire bunch. And then you're going to either have to move on, you're going to like resign, or you're just not going to be as successful, or that people are going to start questioning your value. And I get that feeling with the Seven of Discs here. That this is really, the primary concern. And I think that is, it seems like it follows naturally, right, from what we've been talking about. And I know that we said we were going to be moving on from this work situation, but literally every card that we're coming to is bringing us back to that. So I feel like this is really something that you can't just leave alone. You can't just leave this at the workplace. I feel like it's something that really is sticking with you, and you're having a hard time getting past it, or a hard time just kind of ignoring it for the time being, or at least leaving it at work and not taking it home with you. The final card that we come to is the Universe or World card. And for me, right now, this card is saying that this isn't going to go away. It's for some reason you're holding on to this issue, and it's difficult for you to move past it, or difficult for you to leave it at work. And I think this card is indicating that it's going to stick with you until you kind of figure out how to do this. Figure out how to go from this situation to focusing on this love and abundance and joy and pleasure that we have this month and into the future. So I think this is what you want to focus on. This is the area of life that you want to experience and you want to do and to concentrate all of your efforts on, right? This is what you want to focus on. But it's not going to happen yet. There's something that's delaying the progress of this situation. There's something that you need to figure out, I think, probably within yourself, in order to just kind of ignore this for the time being and move on and experience this love and joy and pleasure and abundance that you have in your life all around you. So, this card means delay. It means that something is getting in the way of progress, that something is kind of temporarily stopping the progress. And I think that in order to get through this situation, you need to figure out what this is that's slowing things down, or that's not allowing you to kind of move on and forget about this, at least for a time. Okay. Gemini, thank you for letting me read for you today. We're going to look at this a little bit closer in the extended version, so if you want to check that out, you can become a member of the channel, and all of the information is in the description box of this video. Thank you again for letting me read for you today. This was your monthly tarot forecast for October. Thank you.